Am I the jerk for ruining my sister's dream wedding? With a puppet? I, 28F, have always had a love-hate relationship with my older sister, Sarah, 32F. Growing up, she was the star, straight A's, cheer captain, prom queen. Meanwhile, I was the weird kid who did ventriloquism at talent shows. Sarah has always called me quirky, in the most condescending way possible. When Sarah announced her wedding, I was shocked she asked me to be her maid of honor. We're not close, but she insisted, saying, "It's the least you can do for family." I reluctantly agreed. From the start, her demands were next-level insane. She sent me a 20-page PDF with rules, including no colorful hair. I have pink. Streaks. No tattoos showing. I have several. And, here's the kicker, no weird quirks on display. She specifically wrote, "Leave the puppets at home." For context, I have a ventriloquist puppet named Benny. He's a little sassy, but harmless. I occasionally bring him to family events because he helps me cope with my social anxiety. Yes, I know it's odd, but Benny is my comfort item. I told Sarah I'd tone down my look and promise not to bring Benny to any of the pre-wedding events. But as the months went on, Sarah became unbearable. She expected me to spend thousands on a dress, cover her bachelorette trip to Vegas, and even cancel a work trip to attend a cake tasting. When I said no to these things, she called me a selfish weirdo and threatened to kick me out of the wedding party. The final straw came at the rehearsal dinner. Sarah made a speech thanking everyone, except me, and then joked to the whole room. Well, at least this time she didn't bring her creepy puppet. Everyone laughed, and I was mortified. I decided if Sarah was going to treat me like a joke, I might as well lean into it. So on her wedding day, I brought Benny. Here's where things got weird. During the reception, Mark, the groom, spotted Benny on the table and started cracking up. Apparently, he'd always thought my ventriloquism was funny, and we started doing a little impromptu bit for some of the guests. The crowd loved it, but Sarah was fuming. She stormed over and yelled, "Are you seriously making my wedding about your stupid puppet?" Mark tried to calm her down, but then Sarah snapped and started screaming about how he'd always humored my quirks, and how she couldn't believe he was siding with me. Things escalated, and in front of everyone, Mark said, "You know what? Maybe this wedding is a mistake." The room went dead silent. Mark announced that he didn't want to marry someone so controlling and stormed out. Sarah blamed me, of course, saying I weaponized Benny to sabotage her wedding. My parents agreed and are now demanding I apologize. But here's the kicker. Benny has become a bit of a local celebrity. Guests from the wedding started following me on social media, and I've been getting bookings for parties and events. Sarah, on the other hand, won't speak to me and insists I owe her a new wedding.